I've heard people post around whether an LMS is dead or not, and I just thought I'd share my view. Is it's not dead yet, but it is definitely dying. The technology that centers around the learning management systems, i.e. user management and reporting and tracking with push of training, that is dead. It's outdated and it's redundant, and there's newer technologies that we should be embracing. So something more holistic and more modern would be what people are calling like learning ecosystems or learning experience platforms. So if you think about what an LMS is, you've got your user management and your training courses that you push out, or maybe there's a few that you request to get access and pull. What it's missing, and the difference, I guess, is that social engagement. So there's platforms out there that are social learning platforms, and that's fantastic, but you don't want multiple platforms and branching of learning will go here for certain contexts and this type of learning over here, and yet you've got other tools over here. So one central repository that aggregates everything is ideal. Something with the user management in it still, something that has the reporting element from a compliance point of view, but then something that has like the learning record store element in there for the big data and tracking, and the experiences that you can then measure in a learning context and in a performance context and blend those two together. That's where the real value is. So that means we've got maybe traditional SCORM and maybe continue to support that, just to split your eggs in multiple baskets just in case something changes in the future, because there's no extra effort to publish to SCORM. So you still have your SCORM packages, and then you've got your learning record store as well. So your statements that will go in there from an XAPI point of view as well, and then you can get the big data tracking. So it needs to have that in it as well, and the social and the curation, and finally, and most importantly, I think, is that user-generated content as well. So rather than having learning and HR as a central body that imposes learning out there to people or pushes learning out there to people, that there's areas in the business doing fantastic things, and they can then create that learning. They can use tools really quick and easy to create some minimal viable products or some rapid learning pieces, or even something a little bit more higher end, or even just a video of here's a process, here's what I learned, and I'll share how to do that or what my tip is, and push that out to people. And with that tracking, people can vote it up or down in terms of the value back to the business and conversation curation. So it's a whole different mindset shift, as opposed to a learning management system with user profiles and reporting and tracking and completing courses, as opposed to that whole ecosystem of learning and blending the learning with the workplace setting as well. Hopefully that's helpful.